What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the VR and Music Corner. We're talking music today. I just got back, well, not just a couple days, a few days ago. Went and saw Triumph on their 50th anniversary reunion tour. My wife bought me tickets for my birthday, and I've been looking forward to this for a little while now. And yeah, actually, I've been looking forward to this show for about 30 years. If you're a Triumph fan, you've been wanting this band to get back together for ages. And they've done Rocklahoma a time or two, I think, over the years. They've done the show in Sweden, 2013, somewhere around there. They did a show there. That one was actually released on like DVD and whatnot, and a CD. I have that, and it's actually really good. Um, so yeah, I've been waiting for Triumph to get back together for ages. When I first saw they were getting back together, I couldn't believe it. So yeah, my wife stepped up, bought me some tickets, and boom, there we went. Now she is not a Triumph fan. Well, it's not she's not a fan. She never heard of them, which I thought was weird because she's my age group, and she just didn't know who they were. So I was like, well, you're in for a treat. So we now go back to I think it was 1985. That was the first time and last time I saw Triumph. Was on the Thunder 7 tour when they passed through Houston. Molly Hatchet opened up for them. Great show. I mean, just killer show. Made me want to be a rock star right then and there. It was awesome. When Triumph came out, I mean, they just blew the doors off the place. Loud explosions, lasers. I mean, they were really kind of ahead of their time in their stage show as far as like their laser production and stuff. I mean, it was just really cool. I mean, these lasers would shoot out and form this talking head that hung out over the arena. And I mean, that was pretty cutting edge for back then. And but yeah, it was just the three of them at that time. You know, like they did for years. Rick, Gill, and Mike tore it up. Tore it up. It was a great show. It was awesome. I loved it. If you go on YouTube, you can watch some of these old videos of them playing back in the original day. And I mean, Rick was running around stage going crazy. And fast forward a few years now, they're not running around the stage quite as fast as they used to. But and they brought some help. They've got Phil X filling in on guitar or helping out on guitar. They've got somebody, I think his name is Brent Fitz, playing drums and keyboards. And there's times where there's two drummers at the same time. Gil and this guy are playing drums at the same time, which I don't really see as being necessary because I was watching Gil's playing. When I saw there was a second drummer, I thought maybe his playing had diminished. But he seemed to be playing fine to me. Um, this guy also, like I said, he did some of the keyboard work. And then I think it's Todd Kearns playing bass. And because Mike Levine apparently is going to be in some of these shows, but he wasn't at the one I went to. And so but this guy, between Phil X and Todd Kearns, their extra vocals they provide are really good. I mean, these guys can hit the high notes. And unfortunately, Gil Moore can't really hit them anymore. So now Rick plays, he still sings pretty well. His voice still sounds like the same Rick of, 40 years ago, but he's not as, I saw him interviewed once several years ago, and he said that he couldn't really hit those high notes anymore, so he's had to change some of the songs. Like Magic Power, he's playing it in a lower key now than he used to. He's transposed it, and or at least he did then. I don't know what he does now, but anyway, and there was one part in the show where they went to go hit the big high note at the end, and they actually went low. It harmonized properly, and it actually sounded kind of cool. It was different. You're expecting one thing, they do another thing, but it sounded really cool the way they did it, and they did it. I can tell you they did it because they they just couldn't get up there anymore. on that high range. But like I said, these other guys did help them with that and really brought the vocals home. Um, I was a little worried about the show initially because when I first saw the first night of this tour, it sounded like it wasn't quite as good. Like the sound wasn't quite right. There were some things just not quite right about it. And but as the shows went on, I saw the reviews. It was getting better and better. I mean, by the time I saw them, I mean they were hitting on all 8 cylinders. Sounded great. So yeah, if you get a chance to go see them, I definitely would. Played all the hits I can think of. Um, there was one song. It was a Separate World of Fantasy. I don't think they played that one. Now they did play Never Surrender. I saw one reviewer say they didn't play Never Surrender at the show he went to. They did play it at the show I went to. Um, so I guess they're tweaking the set list here and there, just kind of throwing in extra, or changing it up a little bit. So you're not playing the same thing every night. But yeah, it was a great show though. I mean, it was good. I mean, I had no complaints. Well, I had one complaint, and this is going to sound trivial. I thought Rick let Phil X play too many guitar solos, and I know that may sound petty, but I didn't go to see Phil X play guitar. I went to go see Rick Emmett play guitar. Phil X is going to be—he's a younger guy. He's going to be around for a long time still. This is probably, I would imagine, be the last time I would get to see Phil or Rick Emmett live again. Um, and so I really wanted to see him really do his thing because to me, Rick Emmett is one of the most, if not the most underrated guitar player out there. I mean, people talk about rock stars or big time guitar heroes. They talk about Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, all the standards that you hear a lot about. Nobody really mentions Rick Emmett. But I tell you, Rick Emmett could hold his own against every one of those guys. And I mean, he's just, and plus sing the way he does. I mean, he's the real deal. A lot of people don't think about it, but like being a guitar player myself, he's always been one of my guitar heroes. And so you watch, there used to be an instructional video he put out years ago, back in the 80s. All these guitar players were putting out these home videos where they teach you licks. And they were all about an hour long. Rick's was 2 hours long. And he took you from very basic intro guitar all the way up to way more advanced stuff. It was like I said, it was a 2 hour video. And he can play all kinds of stuff, not just rock and roll. I mean, he plays country, bluegrass, do all the finger picking, classical. Listen to Midsummer's Daydream. I think it's on the Never Surrender album. No, I think it's on Thunder 7. But Midsummer's Daydream, it's a classical piece he wrote. Beautiful, beautiful guitar, all finger pick. It was great. Plays all. I mean, he can play anything. I mean, if it's got 6 strings on it or 12, he can play it. Any type of music. So he's really good. So very melodic solos. I mean, everything just fits really well. He's just, like I said, to me, he's one of the best. And like I said, it's not a knock on Phil X. Oh, he played too much. Phil X was awesome. I mean, if you just close your eyes and listen and didn't know who was doing what, it sounded just wonderful. Because he played the solos pretty much the way Rick does them. He played them the original way. He didn't throw his own. Now, there's parts where they improvised and they were doing stuff back and forth and trading licks and stuff. That was pretty cool. But I just wish Rick did play a lot of solos still. But he did give a lot of them over to Phil to do as well. Probably about half of them, I'm assuming. I'm guessing. I didn't write it down, but it felt like it's about half the time. Well, excuse me. Phil was playing solos. I couldn't figure out why. I thought maybe same thing. I thought maybe Rick's getting older. Maybe he can't play like he used to. Maybe he's got arthritis. Maybe this and that. When he was playing, you could tell he's playing fine. He ain't missed a step. So he's probably just a really nice guy and wanted Phil, in respects Phil, and probably like, hey man, you take this solo, I'll take this one. You take, he's probably just being cool about it, if I had to guess. But I would have preferred, like I said, just because I went to go see Triumph. I didn't, that was my deal. But I respect the fact that everything seemed live, 100% live. that's why these other guys are there, is to fill in the gaps, because like there's some songs that Gil Moore can't hit those big notes anymore. Like right at the very beginning of Lights Go Down, where the words are, somebody else steps up. I think it was, dang, it might have been two of the guys. I remember somebody stepped up to the mic. One of the two guys, I can't remember which one of them, stepped up and hit the big note with him, and then allowed Gil to finish singing the song. And Spotlight, that's the name. That's the first word. Spotlight, house lights ready to cue. That one. That big spotlight word, they stepped in and sang it with him, and then he took on. And you could tell. I mean, he didn't do bad. You just could tell he's just an older guy now, and he can't hit the big notes anymore. It happens. He did seem to have a lot of energy. Gil came down a lot and kind of like fronted the band, running around stage singing like Rocky Mountain Way and stuff like that, while the other dude held down the drums. He came to the front of the stage, I want to say a couple of times that night, and was acting more like a frontman lead singer than a drummer. So he's got plenty of energy. And he sang Rocky Mountain Way. He seemed to sing that one pretty well, without any help. But again, it's not a big, demanding, high vocal song either. So, but yeah, those guys, it was a great show. Now my wife's there watching it with me. Not a Triumph fan, doesn't know anything about them. She enjoyed it. She thought, well, that's good music, you know. Of course it is. That's why. I'm like, I still don't understand how she's never heard of them, because she loves music. It's like, you never heard Magic Power on the radio? Fight the Good Fight? Lay It on the Line? And it's on the radio all the time. Was Spellbound? None of this rings a bell to you. I was playing her music and driving around, just listening to it. You don't recognize that? Nope. All right, I still love her though. She's good. She's a good lady. But so anyway, yeah, great show. April Wine opened. I wasn't sure what to expect with April Wine, because there's only like one guy in the band left. Original was a guitar player. I forgot his name. And it's not Miles Goodwin, I think, is the lead singer. He died, I believe, unfortunately. So it's pretty much a whole new band with this one dude. And that's happening to a lot of these old classic rock bands, People are dying or retiring or can't, it's just what happens. So, but April Wine sounded really good. I was really surprised. Their guitar tone was really good. Really like almost that classic rock sound tone with, where it's distorted and saturated, but just to the point where you can still pick the notes individually and make them out. Like it's not all dirty and fuzzy and shoved together. Kind of like a clean distortion. It sounded really good. Just a nice tone. And they had a younger guy fronting the band. Don't know anything about him. He's a tall, thin, bald dude. But he sang really well, and he sang again, just close your eyes and listen. He sounded a lot like the original singer. And they were tight. I mean, they could tell they were both bands, you could tell, well rehearsed. Every transition, everything was it was good. I had a great time. I'm glad I went. So, yeah, if they're coming through your way or close enough for you to drive up to go see them, go check it out, because I'm sure this will be probably the last time Triumph comes around. So, people have been asking them to get together for years, and they just never did. And they finally did. What changed? I have no idea. But like I said, Rick's playing was good. He moves a little slower now. He walks around the stage, He's not running from one side to the other like he used to. But he still looked good, playing good, full head of hair. Good for him. Yeah, I'll go check it out. I mean, if I could give it a number rating, I'd give him a 10. You got to give it to them. Out there in their 70s, playing music for 50 years. They did a great job. I was trying to explain to my wife who April Wine was. And again, she hadn't heard of them either. And they played Just Between You and Me and Josiah the Gypsy Queen back to back. And I actually recorded that. And I recorded a couple of things from Triumph too. I'm gonna post them on our page here. It came out pretty good. The audio and like I said, the sound was mixed perfectly. Man, I was saying as I went to my wife, like I said, she didn't recognize any of those songs either. Sign of the Gypsy Queen or Just Between You and Me. So, uh, but as far as the production and everything, like I said, the sound, they had it dialed in. I mean, everything. You could hear all the vocals, all the instruments. Um, Everything was balanced really good. And the Smart Financial Center outside of Houston here, where we went and saw the show, it's a newer venue. It's not, I mean, not new, but it's probably one of the newest venues around town to see a big show like that. Kiss actually played there, I believe, the last time they came through. It's a smaller venue. It's not quite, it's not the size of some of your 10, 12,000 around. I think it holds around 4,500, if I'm not mistaken. Um, we can ask, what is the Smart Financial Center's seating capacity? Oh, 6,400. Okay, I was wrong. They do have, I've seen other shows there where they close off the top section and so it doesn't look empty. You know, they've got everybody kind of down this way. Well, they had the whole thing open for this one. I saw Third Day there as well, and they had the whole thing open. So I would imagine they were more around the 64, you know, because it looked pretty full. There wasn't a lot of empty seats. There were a few up top where I was. There was a few kind of, but good crowd. You know, probably, you know, if it holds 6,400 in that capacity, I would say there was probably around 5,800 people, man, maybe 600 or 6,000 to 5,800 in that ballpark. Now, when I saw them back in the 80s, it was more than that. I'm just glad I got to see them in their prime, and I got to see them here now, and I still got to see them. It was great. So, yeah. Anyway, go check out Triumph and April Wine. Again, pleasantly surprised by April Wine. I was really surprised how good they were. Sounded good. I enjoyed the whole set. They played 45 minutes. Triumph played an hour and 45 minutes. So, um, got a decent set out of both, and everybody did their job really well. So anyway, uh, go check it out, man. You'll like it. Watch. Come back to my page in a couple of days. I'm gonna try to upload those other videos. Just pop them up there. They're gonna get copyright strict, but that's okay. I'm not making any money off this anyway. So anyway, go check out Triumph and be nice to everybody. It doesn't cost a thing. Peace.